step one, those have to go to the they have to be voted on. Step two, they go.
I know. It's such a go.
Weird. And then they have to go to the other side. And then to the government. It's not easy. This is a special step because guess what? Citizens like you all can testify for or against the board. Good morning, sir. Yes, this is our upgrade from Manchester High, Coach alma mater. But some of these are in Roxanne's district. So Manchester High School in Chesterfield County. Yep. Oh, yes, ma'am, all the way. We don't have a big three bills that were pointed out in the subcommittee last night. They're going to go. And then we have 4 bills here testing. All right, now. Yes, ma'am. That'll be senators. People in the office. You may not speak on the agenda. Thank you so much.
I like your shirt.
Thanks.
Groundbreaking for them. You're moving on up in the world.
Okay, those are the long ones.
Oh, how's she doing? Another one.
Fine sets of and then the gallery, the balcony, and those are all okay, committee started at 8:49, and then you go around to 12 o'clock, and then you go to put the calendar on you. They start at 12 o'clock.
At least got where he needs to be.
You can schedule a meeting.
That's what I do last week.
Or
That's what I did last week. I went upstairs and talked to them.
Yes, upstairs is our offices. Governor's committee, and this is the podium.
They were already in committee, so we talked to the second person. I only talked to my senator.
Okay, well, the senators and the delegates go to this committee, they have a full staff of aides and money.
Yeah, we got there after they'd already gone to here.
At 12 o'clock is the official. That is never, that's a law for Virginia now. Because they're important.
Yeah. That's been going around down here.
How many of you guys would like to make
Why don't she get back down here and have some more?
Okay, and years ago, she was so gracious, she came to Manchester, and seniors were to relax. All the seniors actually wrote. It was after school one day. It was really great, and she had just gotten a
Yes. Hello. Well, I'm glad, I'm glad to hear she's doing well. And you guys thank you. Well, it's good to see you.
All right.
Well, she was very busy after, it's sort of like.
Have a seat. Thank you so much.
Did you talk about the bills that came out last night too?
Sorry, but you did come out and stuff
Is Delta County.
with your help.
Now, Zach said, are you really busy today?
Bill
We'll see it in person, we'll see
is
it.
going to get taken. It's only a
How many
visit.
people are there?
Okay.
Visit
100.
with 5 and 7.
All right. I did not put it on the summary sheet.
50. That's fine. Here's what I need you to
He
do.
is a Republican. There are more Republicans in the House.
Do an amendment H to a substitute.
Roxanne is also.
It's going to make it a section 1 bill.
Okay. Great.
We have the department look at that issue.
No. There are a lobbyist groups for the health and
Necessity.
industry. There are people, the lawmakers will be up there. Those are the House of Delegates. You're gonna have senators, okay? The Senate bill, vote for my bill. Okay, and remember, it's not that it's just a vote, like, you vote for my bill. But here's what I'm gonna tell. If they were gonna, I don't know, let's say they're gonna vote down the rehab, for that, did that happen? If I have a family member that's in that, I might be down to testify and say, please, could you support this bill to open up so we can.
Hi there, Mr.
And help a family
How
member
is
that
this man?
we don't know how to help.
That's been bad.
So it's pretty good to have this. It might be detectives that just want to see that act and so.
Because here's the challenge, is that if you can't get such language regularly in the docket, and I see you, you're looking at a fault.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we have it right.
Well, if this young people
I couldn't see you all.
Okay, so good thing that you shall.
Manchester. All right. How y'all doing today? Sleepy? Didn't get home?
Blind average.
You did? No, same kind of. Hey, could be worse than 7 o'clock. So this is kind of a different portion. I'm Roxanne Robinson. I'm in the House of Delegates and on this committee.
Sometimes you're okay.
Represents probably a lot of you, probably a lot of you that represent in the district, that are represented.
That's what he's wanting.
Well, I don't know how much you guys know, so I'm trying to train everybody.
Let's make it narrow.
Okay, you know, it's kind of like executive management here today. Yeah, and,
I'm gonna go find some coffee.
with going over what we're gonna do. most of these bills, some of them we've heard already, some of them. Here, once the meeting gets started, it'll go pretty fast. Most of what we do gets done in Southern. You hear most of the discussion on that occurs in Southern Cities. I mean, for or against a bill that we're talking about this morning. But you know all that. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're what else you guys want today? I mean, I made a capital, so it does look any questions? Anybody express questions of me for any reasons? Anything you want to know? Doesn't have to go about your visit here. It can be about issues. It can be about concerns.
What's your district? What is it again on the street? Is it Crenshaw? Who lives over from like Jennifer? Pretty close. All the way over, okay? How many people want to be 18 by your number? Alright, bam.
How many of you are registered? So you gotta be there,
And she's good at this. Not as long as you probably should.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Did you get a lefty?
You guys sleep in.
will come to order. We have a quorum in the room. Committee members take your seats at the dais. Audience members, please have seats. Silent communication devices. We're hopeful that the electronic system will work well this morning. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day to one and all. For those of you who don't think I wore red this morning, I always have a red neck, so it's okay. Before we get going, I want to recognize we have some visitors in the audience, and I believe you may have some of you don't know them around here. They're from Manchester High School, 12th grade government students. Tell us more about them.
They're here visiting the Capitol today and taking a tour later, and we just had a little talk.
Y'all
And
can stand.
I'm glad you're here. Come on, stand up.
Good to have you all down. Good visit. All right, we're going to hold 1 second, I think, maybe. When one's LA signal sends, you better wait.
Okay, I get it. I love it.
Thank you, sorry about that. Y'all could have whistled that for 2 minutes on this, okay. Can you tell me in good spirits when it's Valentine's Day, too? We're going to clear our audience today, so there. All right. We're going to start off. We've got several bills on subcommittee docket. However, I see senators in the room, so we have a few of those that weren't in subcommittee. Am I correct? It's a wonderful day to not be organized. Senator Chafin's bill. Senator Chafin signed up 1178.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning, Senator.
Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Likewise.
This bill is very simple. The issue is it just needs to be conformed to Delegate Hilliard's.
So I hear a motion to adopt amendment nature of substitute. Wait a minute, Sarah. Okay. She's on the train now. So committee members, we do have an amendment nature of substitute being distributed. Question? Hello? I'm trying to run a committee here. It's this on trying, but anyway. The amendment nature of substitute is not the same language that we adopted earlier, but this will conform the House version that's now over in the Senate that has this language on it, so the bills will not need to go into conference. But the long and the short is this puts restrictions on the prescribing and naloxone. So without objection, we'll adopt the amendment nature of substitute. Without objection, that's properly before us. And this makes for a period of not to exceed 7 days, or as regulations promulgated by the Board of Medicine, Board of Nursing, long and short. Any questions of the patron on Senate Bill 1178? Anyone in the audience be heard on the matter before the committee takes action? Moved properly seconded that we report Senate Bill 1178 amendment nature of substitute. There's no further discussion. Committee members record your vote on the board on the motion to report as a substitute. All members voted to care to be recorded. The bill is reported 15 to nothing.
Thank you very much.
Good job. Senator Favola, not present. Senator Peake. Committee members, Senator Peake has 1577. It was docketed for subcommittee 3 last evening. The senator was unable to be present with us. I have exercised the latitude of the chair to bring the matter forward on today's docket. It was placed on the docket for public information purposes anyway, so it's not a blindside. We do have an amendment nature of a substitute for this measure that, Sarah, has that been distributed yet or is being distributed as we speak? Committee members 1577, you see, speaks to alternative on-site septic systems. And I met with the senator last eve and had further discussions this morning with others who are interested in this measure. And the operative language is on page 3 of the original bill, where it would stipulate in code certain provisions as it relates to the sampling and testing on certain small one-site systems. The proposed amendment made to a substitute would take the bill and make it now a section 1 bill, which would have the department look at the issues related to this matter and report back by December. And I believe the senator is in agreement with the amendment made to a substitute. Would that be correct? I am going to let you speak at some time.
Mr. Chairman, I have no desire to speak. Thank you for your indulgence in bringing this back. We had been here last week, and we had miscommunication. I left, didn't make it back. Then I completely did not get the calendar yesterday, so I appreciate you bringing it back today. I could not have stated better the chairman's amendments and substitutes, and I asked the committee to take that, to accept that. And
So without objection, we'll adopt the amendment made to the substitute that's been distributed. Hearing none, that is now the vehicle before us. This matter was not heard in subcommittee, so is there anyone in the audience that wishes to be heard on Senate Bill 1577, either in support or opposition? Any questions from the committee or discussion? Yes, sir.
I'd like to speak.
Yes, sir, please.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Joel Penix. I'm a licensed professional engineer. I work in the on-site industry. I sit on the Sewage Handling Advisory Committee of the Department of Health. I've served on numerous technical advisory committees and ad hoc committees related to on-site. I'm not familiar with the substitute, but I would just say if there's an opportunity for the health department to revisit this particular issue, I think that is good public policy, and I would urge you to support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pinnick, and for your information in the audience, what this will do, we'll put the provisions that were originally embodied in the legislation in a directive to the department that they have to look at those issues and report back to the respective House and Senate committee chairs by December 1st of this year. Any further public comment or testimony? It's been moved. Do I hear a second? Properly seconded. To report as a substitute, Senate Bill 1577. There's no further discussion. Committee members record your vote on the board on the motion to report as a substitute. All members voted. Declare to be recorded. Bill is reported 18-0. Thank you, Senator. All righty, we will then turn to Subcommittee Chair Delegate Bell, number 3.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Subcommittee number 3 met last evening, and we took action on 4 bills. First was Senate Bill 880, Senator Howe. It extends the deadline from July 1st, 2016 to December 31st, 2018, or to within 90 days of the effective date of the relevant regulations promulgated by the board, whichever is later, by which individuals who have at least 20 years of documented work experience practicing genetic counseling and meet other certain requirements may receive a waiver from the Board of Medicine, other requirements of a master's degree, and American Board of Genetic Counseling or American Board of Medical Genetics certification for licensure as a genetic counselor. The subcommittee moved to report the bill on a 5-0 vote, and I would so move.
The motion is to report Senate Bill 880. Any in the audience to be heard on the matter that was unable to be at subcommittee? Any questions or discussion from the committee members? And the motion is to report. Committee members, record your vote on the board to the motion to report. All members voted. Declare to be recorded. Matters reported 17-0. Delegate Bill, we're going to suspend your report briefly, and I apologize. Senator McPike, if you would come forward, please. I see you there. You have Senate Bill 1462.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And I'm seeing an amendment coming forward.
The bill I had the House version of, the perfect time I'd like to talk to them.
All right.
Yep, this is, as Delegate Bell indicated, a similar language we've been working on. We've made some amendments in the Senate to it. I think Delegate Bell will also have an additional amendment.
This language gets in a posture where it shouldn't need to go into conference.
With one additional amendment as I will make.
So without objection, we'll adopt the amendment nature of substitute that's been distributed. Hearing none is properly before us. Delegate Bell, whichever.
Yes, Mr. Chair,
Thank you.
this committee has endorsed the idea already. We're trying to get the language right so we can avoid a conference. This is the issue of how the hotline should notify local law enforcement, the state police. The one remaining issue, he and I had a very lengthy 20-second conference a minute ago, and we've agreed to a compromise to strike out paragraph D, line 39 through 45 at that point.
So the motion is to delete lines 39 through 45 of the substitute. Do I hear a second? Moved properly seconded. Without objection, we'll adopt that amendment by general consensus.
Mr. Chair, with that, it's not like the Senate has it now, but it is like how the Senate will have it in about 20 minutes. And I would move the report the amended bill.
I love the request to speak, but I'm just saying, Delegate Sickles.
Just wanted to ask the gentleman from Albemarle, why he wanted to strike that paragraph.
I would tell the gentleman that we already have it going to local law enforcement. The state police are always uncomfortable with that paragraph because they don't have an office of financial exploitation that it goes to. It's already covered by the locals.
Thank you.
Are there any further questions on the amended bill? Anyone in the audience to be heard on Senate Bill 1462? There's no further discussion. Committee members, record your vote on the board on the motion to report as amended. All members voted who care to be recorded. The bill is reported 18 to nothing. Thank you, Senator McPike. Delegate Bell, we'll come back to you in Subcommittee 3.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 922, Senator Peterson, provides that certain powers of the Department of Professional and Occupational Regulation, Department of Health Professions, the Health Regulatory Board, and certain requirements of persons regulated by such entities apply inclusively to permits as well as licenses, certifications, and registrations, and to holders of permits as well as holders of such licenses, certifications, and registrations. The subcommittee recommended reporting on a 5-0 vote. I would so move.
Anyone in the audience to be heard on Senate Bill 922 on the motion to report? Discussion or questions from the committee members? If not, record your vote on the board on the motion to report. Members voted. The bill is reported 18 to nothing. Delegate Bell.
Mr. Chairman, Senate Bill 1239, Senator Hanger, there is a rather lengthy summary to this bill. Basically, it deals with child day programs and those exemptions from licensure within those programs. We had a pretty robust discussion about this in the subcommittee, and it was the subcommittee's decision to report and refer to appropriations, Senate Bill 1239. I'm happy to elaborate rather than read this.
Right. And thank you, Delegate Bell. If I may, I will elaborate slightly. The bill is a result of a work group that was convened over the last year, looking at those exemption areas within our child daycare arena. In all full disclosure, will tell you the senator was not exactly pleased with the amendment that I offered, and I suspect committee members, if appropriations reports this measure down, we will see it ultimately in conference, because it has implications in its current form for local government, parks and rec, the religious exempt, and a number of other entities that up until this point we have by policy said were exempt without any requirement for state notification or oversight. So the general policy is it will bring in more state notification and oversight of most all of those child daycare entities that heretofore have been totally outside the purview of the state to intervene or investigate absent a complaint. I think I summed it up pretty good. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that information. Delegate O'Bannon.
Just for stakeholders, the health sub of appropriations is going to meet tomorrow before the full sub, and I fully understand that the thoughts that this does not now have a fiscal impact, and we'll square away upstairs with that, and it'll come on out and go to Congress.
All right, any further questions or discussion on the matter from the committee or from the public? Have we adopted the amendment nature of substitute officially? If not, we have done so by general consensus. Boom, done. All right. The motion and recommendation is to report as amended. There are no questions on the motion. Members, record your vote on the board on the motion to report and refer to appropriations. Roll is closed. The bill is reported and referred 17 to nothing. Delegate Bell.
Mr. Chairman, those were the three bills that managed to escape the subcommittee.
Escape. That's a pretty good percentage for that subcommittee, you know. Very good. All right, staff, what do we have left that reported favorably or?
Mr. Chairman, you have Senate Bill 1020, Senator Barker's bill regarding the registration of peer recovery specialists. This bill is identical to House Bill 2095, Delegate Price's bill, which reported 18 to 4 from this committee.
Do I have a motion to report? Moved properly seconded. Report Senate Bill 1020, identical to an earlier House measure. Anyone in the audience to be heard on the matter before the committee takes action? Committee members, record your vote on the board. If all members voted and cared to be recorded, the bill is reported 15 to 2. Committee members, we need to unwrap this axle because staff, they are so good. I have a letter from the speaker that if we embrace the policy of Senate Bill 1020, that the motion should be to report and refer to appropriations. So Dr. O'Bannon can see it a second time.
Mr. Speaker.
So I hope somebody having a motion on the prevailing side whereby we reported Senate Bill 1020 will move to reconsider said vote. And a second. Thank you. All those in favor of reconsidering the vote signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The matter is now properly back before us, and I heard a motion to report and refer. Second. Let's do it again, a little bit different. All right. On that motion to report and refer, members record your vote on the board. The bill is now reported and referred on a vote of 15 to 3. All right, Senator Revola, time is everything. You're the last one we've got left. Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Chairman, this is the Virginia Health Workforce Development Authority bill, and what it does is it just asks the Development Authority to work with our various health professional schools to discuss or develop a curriculum in the field of geriatric health care. This bill came to me from the Virginia Aging Network. There seems to be growing concern that the aging population, as it continues to expand, there may be some unique healthcare needs that are not being met. So I did speak to the chair of the Virginia Health Workforce Development Authority, actually Senator Barker, and he's fine with the bill. There's no fiscal impact, so I respectfully ask that the bill pass.
And committee members, we did see this matter before. Apologies to the senator. Some questions had arisen, and rather than take them up on the floor yesterday, I thought it was prudent that we would go ahead and have them addressed here in the committee, since those were questions that didn't come forward at the committee level. And since we still had time on our docket to address it, I thought this was the more appropriate venue. So, now, are there any questions from the committee members or any of the audience we heard on Senate Bill 1504? So nobody had questions earlier, now has questions.
Move to report. Second.
All right, it's been moved, properly seconded to report Senate Bill 1504. Is there any discussion from the committee? Committee members, record your vote on the board on the motion to report. All members voted who care to be recorded. The bill reports 10 to 9. 11 to 8.
Keep it going.
Close the roll. The bill reports 11 to 8.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
It's still alive. It lives. Committee members, y'all do good work. Because that completes our docket. One committee meeting early. I heard my name. Delegate Bell.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
If I might, I have an announcement I think you approved.
Oh, my bad. You're doing good. Delegate Bell, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On May 24th, the L. Douglas Wilder School of Government and Public Affairs at Virginia Commonwealth University and the Commission on Youth will be co-hosting a family impact seminar on the adverse effects of childhood trauma. This event will be held in the Richmond Capitol. All members of the General Assembly are invited to attend, and I encourage my fellow members of the HWI committee to attend. The goals of Virginia's Family Impact Seminars are to provide the most current, nonpartisan, solution-oriented research on family-related issues in a usable and meaningful format, to ensure a family impact perspective on issues being debated by state policymakers, and to develop ongoing partnerships between state legislators and university faculty in identifying family-related state-level problems and possible policy solutions that can be addressed by family policy research. You'll be receiving more information from VCU and the Commission on Youth regarding the seminar, but for now, save the date for May 24th. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And Amy, did you care to add anything? Except if I understand, if you come, lunch is provided. I'm just saying. Being a good Baptist, we always use that as a ploy to get people to come to church. You know. All right. Anything else for the good of the committee or the public? Dr. O'Bannon.
I think we should thank our staff for the good work that the lawyers and Becky and the other folks have done, and the staff of this.
And personally, I'm going to say we thank you, Lord, that Sarah was able to stay with the staff with us throughout this session. The little bambino is being a good child. Sarah, we wish you and the expanding family the best wishes ever. Thank you, committee members, for great work. Yes, the staff does awesome work and awesome quality. That will rise.